this week's all about being present. And as you know, I've told you, my brain's been really draining, and I needed to find something that just brings me back to having a dream life, you know, in the simplicity. So this is the project. We bought this last year, and we had a really good crop, but we're now accountable to you and all of you to make this a living, beautiful being again. So
I'm not. Oh no!
It's basically, so because of the storms, this thing has flown off a million times because obviously we live by the ocean. So,
But look at the is that the spring onion?
that's the spring onion. There is like some red spinachy thing. This is how far my knowledge goes. It's a red. You were just saying your things are dying.
Yeah,
not dying.
my plants are dying too.
So I reckon we just pull it out because I've made my trip to the.
Do you want me to help you with this part, and then you could just do the planting on your own?
Yeah, maybe go get your gloves.
That's what I was thinking. Then the planting can be you, but let me just help you do the boring part.
Yeah, okay.
You've made me now want to go and get some plants
You
and
should.
try again.
We should try and do this, like, you know, and keep them alive together in two separate houses.
Maybe I might go somewhere after work and
Because
just buy a few more little babies
because the weather's good.
like that.
That's carrot. Do we have any little carrots in there?
Aww.
Let's see whether we can.
Should we show
The carrots that
little
never grow.
baby
Let's
carrots?
sit close to the camera.
Little baby carrots.
Rabbit. Do you have a tiny rabbit at home?
I have a tiny cat. Wow, there's so many.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
No,
we just need
whatever's,
watering.
whatever's alive, keep. I think.
This back maybe is gonna be.
Can we get that off properly so you don't need to hold it this whole time? What's this? Can I pull it?
You don't even know. Let's just see this as a new beginning on the 11th of the 11th.
Oh, I have to go do this today, don't I? And do some planting tonight. People who are real gardeners are going to watch this and be like, oh dear.
I know. Hopefully they'll give us some tips.
Should we?
Oh, I see a nose. And the nose is now sniffing and looking at me. Hair flip.
Well, I don't want to. Oh dear.
Oh no, now you're washing your top this morning. Now you're totally stripping off at my house. Okay, so what have we got here? How come Millie's just very disinterested in us?
Oh,
Okay, so we've
this
got...
ain't. What?
throwing it at me.
I wasn't throwing it at you.
You
I was
were like-
throwing it towards you. That goes here.
Baby silver beets. Are we feeling present?
Yeah. Well, I'm here.
Present in the moment, not thinking about other things. Water it when the sun goes down.
Okay.
So, okay, babies. We see you.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Lucy.
Okay. We're rolling.
Thanks, Cello.
Action.
I am ready to action.
Ready to action. We seem very ready for action, don't we?
Listening to the Beacon. Oh my god. Welcome to the Beacon by Soul. Welcome to the Beacon by Soul33, teachings for your past, present and future. Good morning, everybody. It is the 17th of November. We have another Monday mantra here for you. Now, if you're new to Monday mantras, these are soul progression lessons for the week to bring in the energy that we should be focusing on, what the guides want us to really hone into in our lives from a soul perspective. And if you're listening to this on the Beacon app, on YouTube, on Spotify, don't forget to do all the things: liking, tagging, subscribing, sharing, commenting. It really helps for us to continue on creating these lessons for you and other resources as well. Now, Monday mantras are like chapters of a book where you can go back to 3 weeks ago and come back to this one and pick up the energy, pick up the lessons, pick up the signs, what you're hearing differently. The best way to listen to Monday mantras is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then do your homework on the app, and also to read the written text, because everything gives you a different type of energy, a different type of understanding. So we always do a recap of the previous week so we understand what we are moving on from, making a transition from one week to the other. And the week that we had last week, the energy was, I am devoted to presence. I welcome the unexpected as divine guidance, allowing wisdom to unfold without force. Now, you would have seen in the beginning of the video, I was talking to Lucy about, okay, what can I do to be more present? And we recultivated my little veggie patch. And so we can watch that space and how it goes. But I thought it was just really important because, I'm not much of a gardener, but getting my hands in that way in soil with something that was growing really helped to become more present. And as we look at the further meaning behind the Monday mantra last week, we had the 1111 portal, and on that day I had the most incredible journey with my spirit guides in meditation. It was like a real upgrade. So I'm really excited to hear from all of you what happened with your meditation during the 1111 portal time, because it was a preparation for the next year, because all the ones aligning together for the 1st of January. So it's interesting what I put here, because the bridge energy comes into this week as well. The 1111, it becomes a mirrored gateway symbolizing the bridge between your human and your higher self. It's a reminder that your thoughts, emotions, and frequency create your reality, and what you focus on manifests rapidly. And so the energies for this 1111 portal have come during Scorpio season. We move into Sagittarius season at the end of this week, but it's been about these mysteries being resolved, the illusions being shed, the rebirth through reflection, transformation through trust, release emotional weight or outdated identities, deepening your devotion to your soul's truth, surrendering to the need to control outcomes and getting out of those sabotaging thoughts, activating your inner alchemist, transforming fear, pain, or confusion into clarity and faith and creative power. And Spirit is saying that everything that has come into our lives, whatever guidance you've received, whether it's through signs, through your own downloads, through whoever you've been seeing spiritually, it's come to awaken us. And this is not just a time to wish, it's a time to embody the 1111 energy to support stepping into the next version of ourselves that already exists beyond doubt. So the themes that we've had during this last week are awakening, manifestation, alignment, being present while all of that is taking place. Manifestation through presence. So just by being in the present is allowing everything else to align for your highest good, and also the inner balance of masculine and feminine energies, actions and surrender, heart and mind. This week that we've just had moves us into this week that we are in now, into this air of optimism. We have to try and find that optimism within ourselves, to have that faith that things can and are going to be different this time. And that is by coming back to a place of love, inner balance, and centered direction, being centered in your direction before you move, because Sagittarius season will be about acting more rather than just being in that present and receiving the mysteries and letting the illusions be shed. You are protected. The fears that surface are illusions appearing only to remind you to believe in yourself and trust the present. I'm having a really terrible headache as I am recording this meditation and this Monday mantra. And as I was coming into this, but I feel like it's symbolism for the recalibration in the brain that is needing to take place in order to move past the old ways of being and the old fears that are coming up that are disillusioning us. You are being asked to create who you are now, and not the imagined future self, but just who you are now. As the liver detoxes, It supports smoother movement through life. So you might be doing a detox. You might be coming off alcohol. Maybe you're drinking too much. Something here needs balancing. The mantra of presence, it's not only about being present, it's about acknowledging your presence and your inner power that moves through you. Abundance and devotion. Abundance is in the air this week that we've had and the week that we're moving into, but how it manifests depends on the depth of your devotion and the clarity of your insight. I've been seeing clients who really want to do things and be more spiritual and have a calling, but they're not acting yet. And this is where your integrity is really important in all other areas of your life, because this is the time to cultivate sincerity in all of your practices, especially your spiritual ones. Engage it with heartfelt intention and align daily actions with your higher purpose. We are still in Mercury retrograde until the 29th, where Mercury, causes the delays in communication. It can make us reevaluate everything, and these energies blend emotional transformation with philosophical growth and opportunity to merge devotion with deep wisdom. And the devotion is not just mere ritual, it is a state of the heart, a way of being a way of being that transforms everyday life into sacred practices. And these sacred practices are the acts of self-love, of surrender, of consistency, of union, heart and action. And so the spiritual takeaway with all of that is devotion is what magnetizes abundance and divine support. Your heartfelt intentions and consistent practice will be noticed and rewarded this week. We are gaining very deep knowledge that transcends intellect and illuminates the inner self. Self-knowledge, understanding your true nature, not what you perceive yourself to be, but your true nature, distinguishing the eternal self from the temporary desires and attachments, discrimination, wisdom that helps us discern truth from illusion and identify which emotions and patterns nurture your growth. Integration first before you act. Sometimes we haven't finished a chapter of our lives yet before we can move into the next one. It's like there's this blessed energy coming through as I am communicating with you, like blessing us all for this next phase of our journey as we come back to that heart and mind connection. We are being asked right now to explore hidden emotions and subconscious patterns. Communicating with authenticity, deeper truths may surface. Release grudges, limiting beliefs and attachments that hinder. It's time to reevaluate your beliefs and philosophies. Trust inner guidance over external opinions. Reflect before implementing new ideas. So reflection through healing, being aware, being patient, trusting and doing the shadow work as it comes up. The symbolic energies at this time are prosperity. Alignment brings abundance. True abundance flows when devotion and insight meet intentional action. Then this violet ray coming in for small intentional acts performed, reviewing our habits and adjusting them to better support your growth. So you might need more balance in terms of rest and relaxation right now through slowness, through mindfulness practices. Light codes and divine magic, the week that we've had have been bringing in this higher wisdom. This is why on the 11:11 portal, when I was in this deep state of meditation, taken to these higher realms, I was like, this is where the divine magic is happening. Heaven and earth, integration of as above, so below. There's no separation between the spiritual and the material life. Earth element, rootedness, ground into your body and environment. So this is why the gardening thing came up, like I need to do this right now. That snake energy is the year of the snake. So waiting, being patient, the timing. Patience is a spiritual discipline. Mercury retrograde may delay some clarity, but that waiting allows the divine timing to unfold. So observe quietly and act only when you feel that the clear yes from spirit has come. This generosity and courage through the lion, the courageous lion energy. And this is for you to shine from a place of being in your center. This is why integrity has been coming up a lot with clients. Like, You're wanting spiritual growth, but are you having integrity in every other area of your life? Love, intuition, and imagination, psychic sensitivity, emotional intelligence. The themes of the week that we've had: intentional alignment, weaving devotion, receiving the deep knowledge, grounding your insights that aligns with rituals and purpose, practice patience with discernment, act with courage and generosity, and let the emotional intelligence guide relationships. By consciously weaving devotion, knowledge, and awareness into your actions, you become a catalyst for transformation, abundance, and higher clarity. So we've been shifting perspective a lot, taking a new approach to life. And this is really important. We can't go back to the old anymore, especially when we look at this week's Monday mantra. We are being asked to really do things differently. Now, if we looked at the thumbnail from last week, you can see, the Scorpio there, the scorpion with the scorpion venom. You can see me sitting in the lotus, and I'm holding the hand of the Creator with prayer beads around the wrist. And this was what Spirit had shown me, that we are holding your hand. And the prayer beads, actually, when I showed you the treasures that my mum had on my grandmother's, prayer beads were one of them. And I felt like I've been using them and chanting out loud with them. And it's like the prayer beads, that it's almost like a relic of symbolism and healing that comes from that hand of God, the hand of the universe, the hand of the Creator. If you've been overthinking, lean into trust and courageous action. If you've been impatient, practice waiting and discernment. If you've relied solely on logic, open to intuition and emotion. If you've been forcing outcomes, surrender into devotion and flow. These opposites are not conflicts, they are harmonies in disguise, because true alignment is born from balance, seeing the unseen and acting from faith rather than fear. Another key message for this week, which I need to remember also. Embrace the unexpected. Let your actions, thoughts, and intentions flow with reflection, insight, and intuition. And your action for the week last week was being in alignment with that devotion. So we've been running out to our veggie pod and looking at our plants and adding fertilizers and things, natural things to help the plants grow, because that's what I'm devoted to, is planting those seeds of growth, which is symbolism of what we're all meant to be doing. So with your week last week, that presence is still going to be really important as we move into this week, but that devotion for that smooth transition. Another meditation I had last week was when I rose above with the condor. Now, the condor was holding my soul, and I could see myself from above, and I watched what I looked like on earth, and I was like, oh, this little person, this is what she's thinking, and this is what she's feeling. And the condor spoke, and this was a message to all of us saying, you worry about the small problems. You are not seeing the bigger picture. You're not deciding. And it's like, it's already been decided. So no matter what, we just now have to watch and observe, because the condor, a divine messenger between the heavens and earth, carries the wisdom of higher sight. Spiritually, it represents transcendence, the ability to rise above earthly concerns and view life from the soul's perspective. His presence reminds us to surrender control, to trust the divine unfolding, and to remember that our spirit already knows the path our mind struggles to see. Therefore, just be present. And it's awfully hard to do that, but that is what we're bringing our soul progression to, is the present moment. When I pulled the soul progression card for the week, it was the trust card. It made me laugh because it's the hand holding the ladybird, which is like the hand that was holding my hand in the thumbnail. So when this was pulled, we just had passed the 1111 portal, and the significance of this card is especially important for us at this time. The number 2 represents balance, partnership, and the subtle harmony between our inner and outer worlds. Spirit is reminding us and reassuring me now that everything is going to be okay, and that in uncertainty we are held, we are guided, and we are supported. No matter what that no matter what is happening in our lives, we must trust that the hand that holds us here on earth, the one that orchestrates the events, designs our timeline, and gives us freedom to choose. The mind can try to destroy the joy, and let me tell you, that is such a big struggle, and I know a lot of us have been feeling that recently. It tries to destroy the joy, destroy the peace, and the moments that we can see things coming together, and wants to sabotage. But this is why bring it back to present, doing something that is going to really bring you back to that act of devotion. The trust card came up as a reminder to remember that what feels challenging may not be poison, but a force guiding us toward the path that is truly right for us. Remain present, center yourself in what you desire, and trust the unfolding of your life. And we moved through the week and we had the extended meaning of the also, which was being present allows us to recognize the blessings we have now, acknowledge the journey that has brought us here, and focus on mindfulness and our devotion to the moment. In doing so, we show the universe our trust, free from attachment to the past or fear of the future, welcoming it only with curiosity. And trust can be so challenging for all of us, even me, but we are all carrying trauma and wounds, which sometimes surface as a kind of poison, pulling us away from the present, dwelling in the past or fearing the future, when actually it's all part of the now. True spiritual power, however, comes from being fully present. It invites us to trust the flow of life, release the need for control. This is all messages I need, and allow wisdom and guidance to unfold naturally without force. Presence is not passive. It is an active, heart-centered practice that aligns us with divine timing and higher purpose. This week calls for trusting life's flow, balancing reflection with courageous action, and letting devotion and awareness guide your choices. By living fully in the present, you open yourself to abundance, clarity, and spiritual growth. Remember, I'm always here for you, and I'm only one person, so therefore there are many ways to get in connection with me. We've got soul magics, we've got personalized meditations, which you guys love. We've got mini readings for brief responses with a PDF response to you, document that comes back to you. And obviously the app, we have meditations every week. We've got homework, we've got the oracle cards, the moon calendar, all kinds of things there, and we're always working on it. The link is below, but you can always email Kiran at soulthirtythree@gmail.com and just be patient with responses and have a clear subject title so she knows how to respond to you and what you're after. Okay, this week is my birthday. It is my birthday this week. It is on the 20th. And the 20th is actually bringing in some pretty amazing energies for us as well. And I'm looking forward to this birth for me, this rebirth, because there's just been a lot happening in my life. There's been a lot going on in terms of work, personally, and just who I am becoming. And I just feel like it's a really auspicious week, not just for me, but for all of us that are here together. And so therefore, the Monday mantra for this week is, I'm being initiated into my next level of wisdom. Trust the flow, speak my truth, and let the light lead the way. Transformation is my soul expanding into its power. Things are beginning to ease and a new way of living is emerging, one guided by flow and simplicity. So just take it one day at a time, one task at a time. This gentle pace allows you to recognize your potential and release old beliefs that no longer serve you. You are receiving energetic downloads that support your abundance. What does abundance mean to you? There is a red ribbon, so if you have a look at the thumbnail, there is a red ribbon around the gift waiting for you to cut through, a symbol of something ready to be revealed, a gift. These gifts may be physical, spiritual, or both. Make a wish and believe in it, for the nature spirits are working alongside you. Now, a new version of you that is expressive, inspired, and unafraid to be seen. Begin to write. This could be physical writing, but it also means expressing yourself, creating, and share from your heart. The darker shadow aspects that once held you back no longer have power over us anymore. There is a bridge before you, a connection to new opportunities. Cross it with faith, but also remember not to burn bridges from your past. Take a risk. Luck is on our side, and we had the 4-leaf clover come up, I think, 2 Monday mantras ago in the thumbnail, which are also pieces of the puzzle for this whole experience that we're having. Take a risk. Luck is on your side. Trust what you know about yourself. Act with integrity and be courageous. The outcome will reflect the truth and the strength of your soul. The themes this week: initiation, clarity, flow, and expansion. This week brings movements and shifts, but there is no need to walk with trepidation anymore because you're being offered a cloak of wisdom, a symbolic graduation into deeper understanding and mystery of your spiritual path. So what may feel like subtle shifts for us are actually powerful initiation. So my birthday, great. But, when we have these important dates, it may seem insignificant in some way, but astrologically, I just feel all the planets moving and aligning to help us expand, aware, and influence. Influence. Are you influential in your life? What is the responsibility that you hold for yourself and those that follow you or are around you or that you lead? And also your spiritual expression. Mercury Kazemi in Scorpio is also on the 20th of November. So a planet is considered Kazemi when it's in the heart of the sun. So what this basically means for us is that it is empowered, purified, and clarified communication that's needed. It can hold intense clarity on hidden matters, secrets, emotional patterns, subconscious blocks, and surface with heightened understanding. Transformative insights. Your mind can penetrate deeper than usual, uncovering truths about yourself, relationships, and spiritual paths. Empowerment communication. Words spoken or written carry weight, influence, and potential for transformation. Shadow illumination. Awareness of your shadow aspects allows integration, healing, and release. Mercury Kazemi is in this week that we've got it, and the 20th is when it begins, is a peak moment for introspection and inner dialogue, allowing insight to flow from your higher self. Spiritual practices such as meditation, journaling, prayer, or shadow work are especially potent at this time. The alignment enhances your capacity to discern truth from illusion, complementing ongoing Mercury retrograde lessons and experiences as we move from Scorpio to Sagittarius. So, what you're going to need is guided intentions, making decisions, but not ones that you're ready to act on just yet because all of this is going on. So you want to be able to pause and ask questions of yourself, like, where am I holding on to what no longer serves me? What truths am I avoiding? Trust the intuitive flashes because they carry that transformative power for you. Realign intentions, rituals, or communication practices according to insights received. Speak and listen with honesty and depth. In essence, Mercury Kazemi in Scorpio acts as a spiritual magnifier, helping you see through illusions, access profound insight, and empower both thought and communication with transformative energy. So this week, we've got this ability to really harness that potent magic of Mercury Kazemi, my birthday, the new moon that's coming up on the 20th also. And as we move into Sagittarius season on Saturday, it enters this new landscape where there is growth, exploration, expansion, wisdom, adventure, and freedom. Like, I've actually been away on an adventure trip, and I'll show you some videos of it in next week's Monday Mantra. Honesty, truth speaking, spiritual alignment. So this is a seasonal shift that is happening for us with new initiations. It's like when we were doing the thumbnail, Spirit was showing me cutting a red ribbon for all of us. It's like when we think about cutting a red ribbon, it's like a grand opening, and that's what the energy is at the moment. This grand opening for all of us, and they were showing me the diamond shape, so it's a diamond shaped portal. And then in the little box of the thumbnail, there's a quill and there's a document. Now, the energy of the quill, divine communication, recording destiny, and a sincere expression across different religions is where the quill has been used. And so, I don't know, maybe you want to find a feather and turn it into a quill and make that an act of like, this is divine communication. So this is coming through really strongly. The symbolic energies and guidance for the week are wisdom. You're being initiated into higher levels of understanding, so navigate changes with insight and clarity. Spiritual maturity, a readiness to step into deeper responsibility. Movement, upgrades, and natural change. Transitions that are inevitable, graceful, and natural. Ego and patterns, old thought patterns, limiting beliefs, or ego-driven behaviors are making us look at the effects of our actions, taking intentional steps to transform, and then being in the flow as we move from water to fire. But we were already bringing up the fire energy from when we had the Pele meditation, and then last week we've got had the Kasam meditation, and you're going to have a new one already likely up when you're watching this. And so this emotional awareness, the spiritual intuition, is really crucial for this week to find our voice, our expression, to speak and write and really utilize this powerful gift that we've got at this time. So you might find yourself receiving gifts in some way, as we mentioned above, or perhaps you're passing on a gift to somebody else, some sort of legacy. Honor the need to pause, integrate, and recharge, because this retreat does not mean withdrawal. It's an essential space for inner processing. And illusions will keep being revealed to us to awaken us further. Your power, your personal authority, your confidence, and your sovereignty is really coming up for you to claim your power with grace. So no matter what is going on in your life, apply these themes to it. Remember, the opposite of the mundane mantra holds true. So if you're not finding yourself being able to be patient, if you're finding that it's just life is just chaotic, come back to getting your power back and align with your guides, calling in your guides now to support you, to give you direction and clarity. The bridge between reflection of what we've been feeling and thinking and knowing into expansion, because that Mercury, Cazimi, and Scorpio is giving us growth, freedom, and higher knowledge. So you want to rest and reflect this week. You want to use your voice with intention, clearly and carefully, because it's still Mercury retrograde. You want to flow with adaptability, and you also want your personal power and sovereignty. So as you move with this change, really come into that I am powerful. Trust the strength that you have within you. Graduation this week. I always find with a birthday, it's a graduation period. It's like we graduate into more deeper wisdom. And this is for all of you that are on this journey with me. The new moon is also on my birthday on the 20th. And this new moon, initiation, clarity, flow, and expansion. So as you are setting intentions this week, really go beneath the surface. Really look at the responsibility that you are being given to share who you are here on earth. Because these new beginnings that we are bringing in for us are very, very deep. They are the authentic us. They are the deep, profound us. We are planting the seeds for your next chapter. And we want to be very clear with our communication and write with the quill of what we are devoted to, what we're wanting to bring in, what gift we are. Like, I'm always happy to receive gifts that I don't know what they're going to be. And I'm not talking about physical gifts. I'm talking about, let's just see what happens next, the curiosity. Part of me wants to control, but the other part is actually happy to just let that be revealed. Because that's when you're honoring your inner truth of knowing that what the condor said, it's like, you have no choice. It's already done. It's already been, it's now just watch. And so as you are watching, what are you intending with that? So guide your intentions with rituals and decisions, integration of your inner and outer worlds, because Scorpio energy is this interplay, where Scorpios are powerful, mysterious, but also can really act in terms of being who they say they are and what they want to be, but there is a balance that is needed there at the moment. So your intention setting this week, ask yourself, what are you ready to release? Because even though it's a new moon, it's still that, Scorpio mystery energy. And which truths have you been avoiding? Really important. What truths have you been avoiding? What power dynamics require healing? So you want to reflect on your relationships. We are accelerating spiritually. We are also needing to be grounded and present at the same time, because we are human beings having an experience here. And just know that we are being supported, because the light worker within us is moving forward in a way of shining our light in the world. Okay, we're going to take a moment now to integrate everything. So if you can close your eyes, do that. I'm just going to pose a question to you in this state of integration, is that allow yourself to let it be easy now. Allow yourself to let it be easy now as your potential opens to see your ego and face that side of you in order to find your light, because that's where the gifts are going to be. And as you make a wish and that you set an intention with this new moon, write it down. See yourself writing it down. And what is written for you in your soul plan is also unfolding for you as we speak. And any shadow sides, any power struggles, see yourself breaking away from those chains and allowing your honor and truth to be enough for you, because you already know the answers that you seek. So trust what you know. Abundance downloads are coming in for you now for your own spiritual knowledge, knowing that a brand new you is coming out for the world you see. And you might want to take a bit of a risk on something, because the bridge is going to help you cross over and show you that you can have faith now. You can have faith now because you have been capable of facing all of the things that happen in your life and that have happened. And now it's time to just let it be easy, because your Monday mantra is, I'm being initiated into my next level of wisdom. Trust the flow, speak my truth, and let the light lead the way. Transformation is my soul expanding its power. I'm here for you. Don't forget to email Kiran if you need any help with any of the services or going on a wait list. It's always the right time when you come to me. And the email is soulthirtythree@gmail.com. I will see you all next week.